I was muted the whole time. Hello. Hi, it's Twi, your out of this world idol VTuber. But who am I really? That is the question that we will be answering today. I always call myself an idol VTuber, but what kind of person am I actually? You know, since we just had our re-debut, I'm sure there's so many people who totally, truly have no idea what kind of person I am. Definitely true and real. So today we're gonna have a little bit more of a deep dive into the psyche of Twi Telescopium. Find out what kind of person I am by doing some personality tests. I got a few fun options for today, including the classic MBTI 16 personalities, you know, the INFJ, ESTP, like all of those letters. I feel like everybody knows this one. Not everybody gets it, but everybody knows it. I used to be a huge dork about the MBTI stuff. I used to read up on the kind of theories it's based on and the sort of deeper trends of the personality types. Now, don't get it twisted. This test is horribly inaccurate. Insanely large variance spread, you know, your entire archetype will change from day to day, but the actual like theory behind the types is pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what I get classed as for this. I also have another funny one that I've been holding on to. So normal people try to keep spoiler free for things like TV shows, anime, books, maybe music that you're excited about. I do like to keep myself spoiler free for all of those things, but today I've also kept myself spoiler free of the official performative purity test. I've seen everybody talking about this. I've seen so many people talking about this test, and I'm really curious to see how I'm gonna score, because I am not a performative person, but I am very neurodivergent. And I'm curious to see how big the overlap's gonna be, because I've seen some people who are posting their results to this being like, okay, but I actually like matcha though, like, come on, bro. I personally don't drink matcha though, so that's gonna be a point for me, easy. I have a love languages test here. I remember doing this one a little while back. I got the Grisco girlies to do it with me because a lot of people were posting this one around and I thought it was cool. So we'll do a little love language test. Will be fun. I knew I wanted to have at least one stupid one in here, so I have an Uma Musume one, and then to close out our personality test gauntlet, we're gonna play Refined Self, you know, kind of yearly tradition here. I think it'll be my third playthrough on stream, but I lost my save file of the first one, so I know there's some stuff that you unlock after redoing it. We'll get to unlock some new stuff with Refined Self as well to end it off. It'll be fun. But without any further ado, let's get a peek into the brain of Twi. What's going on up there? Let's find out. Free personality test, nearest type explorer. We have the MBTI test here. We're just gonna go through, and you gotta pick on a scale from I was gonna say from 1 to 7, but it feels kind of weird. I like with these ones, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I love having the neutral option in the middle. I think it's really helpful sometimes. You get a question that feels a bit too nuanced to swing to an extreme either way. Or, you know, a question that you just feel is applicable. I can't speak. I think it's always a nice option to have the middle, but choosing, you know, super agree, kinda agree, a little agree, I don't know, and then disagree, kind of the same 3-dot spectrums. Let's go. You regularly make new friends. Now, see, if you were to ask me this question a long time ago, I would have been like, hell no, I don't make friends regularly. But I think that in a lot of ways, I've changed. I'm a lot more social than I used to be. And on top of that, I think that my understanding of friend is a lot more generous than it used to be. I think that I would consider myself friends with someone just off of us having a good interaction. I enjoyed talking to them, and maybe we end up talking more than once. You know what I mean? I think that friends, you know, it's a lot more enjoyable in life if you're willing to broaden your horizons of who you're willing to call your friend. And so I don't think I make friends too often, but I would say that pretty regularly I find myself vibing with new people. So I'll say yes to making new friends. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. This gotta be a yes from me. I'm such a dork, bro. I love theory crafting everything, man. It's just, I don't know. There's some times where stuff being simple is nice, but being able to really dig into a conversation and think about all the different possibilities is so fun. It's just, I don't know. I feel like this is the embodiment of what defines that one friend who's unemployed on a Tuesday just doing some crazy shit. And that's me. That's literally me. So, like, definitely a yes from me. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. This one is decently long, yeah, but I mean, it's fine. I'm not in a rush. Also, hello, Akio. Welcome. So I do think that I tend to be more grounded in factual choices, but less so than I was when I was younger. I've opened up a lot more to taking into account emotions, you know, because there's no point in anything if you feel like garbage, but you're objectively right. You know, it's still important that you are emotionally regulating yourself, and especially for friends. I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become the advice friend. I've become the therapist, older brother kind of friend to a lot of my friends that I've been speaking to for a long time. And sometimes it's just tricky because you want to help them, and that oftentimes means telling them difficult things. But if they're not emotionally ready to process that, it's also worth nothing. There's no value to it. I do think that I'm resonant probably a little bit more with emotion, but I think that facts are also very important. So I'll only go just a little bit, just a smidge. Your living and workspaces are clean and organized. See, this is an unfair question because they sure as hell are not clean, but I do know where everything is. These are not mutually exclusive terms. It can be very messy as long as it's my mess and I know where everything is. But I'll be fair to them. I'll say no because I'm definitely not. Every once in a while, I will clean my space and feel super productive, and that tends to last a few days to a week. Stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Generally, yes, but in a competitive setting, I have a tendency to choke. But actually, you know what? I haven't been that bad recently, though. I've been a lot better recently. I'll give myself a yes. Only a little bit, but I'll give myself a yes. Find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. I would have to say, like, not really. I feel like I already was pretty okay with this concept, and then I worked retail for a couple of years, and so you have to learn how to speak to people, even if it's kind of fake. And then I've been VTubing for almost 2 years as well now, so like, you know, after a certain point, you kind of just get over the idea that it's cringe to be a person and have stuff to promote for yourself. Like, you know, you gotta get over trying to be nonchalant after a while. You just have to be chalant. You know, I'm going all the way disagree. We love being chalant here. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Okay, you know, I won't go all the way, but I am certainly an ADHD procrastinator. You know, just go absolutely sicko mode. on the same day that something is supposed to be done type of person. There are things that I can get done well in advance, so I'll actually keep inching this forward more, but I think in general, I do tend to cram a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm not quite at 2 years. I just started streaming on Twitch, so my Twitch is still very not set up, but I've been on YouTube. Yeah, I was gonna say, right? It probably would be surprising. No, I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years. And I used to stream on Twitch under a different name for a couple years before that, not as a VTuber, but the Twitch is very new. I actually literally started multi-streaming like 2 days ago, so. Let me see. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Definitely. I think we live in a time where there is an unquantifiable amount of data. Like, there's so many things that you could just reduce to numbers that they almost don't mean anything anymore. Like, numbers are really important, but the important numbers should also emotionally influence you anyway. And so if there's no emotion to move with anything, you can convince yourself you're right with the numbers, but you can't do anything with that energy. So I think that stories and emotions are very important too. Thank you. I'm glad you liked my model. I'm really happy with it. I love it. My VTuber mama is so good, and my VTuber papa, they're the goats. I love Tomako and Nonom. Let's see. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Okay, I'm bad at using them, but I do like it when I use them. So I'll give a hesitant yes for this one. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. In the past, I would have said yes, but I actually don't think so anymore. Maybe like a little bit, you'll get the intrusive thoughts. I mean, every creative is their own worst critic. But I think that after a while, you kind of get used to knowing what you can and can't do. And, you know, you might vary in your ability, but I think overall I'm pretty comfortable with myself nowadays. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Okay, this is a weird one, all right? This is really weird to answer, because here's the thing. If I do truly find them interesting and therefore approachable, this is like almost all the way, if not all the way. The problem is that the odds that I find a complete stranger who I share that level of interest with, that is the same flavor of weird as me, is like 1 in a billion, bro. So unlikely. It is genuinely so unlikely that I find somebody who is easy for me to just walk up to and start talking to them randomly. But on the whole, I think that everybody is interesting in their own way. So I'll give a little yes. I'll give a little yes. Not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Bro, what the? No, I love talking about creative works. I could sit here and talk for hours. Do not get me started. Or do if you like the yappage. Yo, okay, I want to talk about this real quick. So earlier today, I saw the announcement that Kanata is graduating from Hololive after like 6 years, which really sad, but understandable. You know, she's had health problems for a long time. And that's a pretty long time in the VTuber scene to be corporate. So I understand, right? And there's more nuance to it. I think it's really unfortunate. But as a result of that, right? As a result of that, I ended up checking out her albums because I knew that she had 1 album. I didn't realize she had 2, but I never got around to listening to them. And they were so good, dude. Genuinely. Her vocal range, amazing. Way more than I realized. Like, I knew she had a really powerful voice that was really good, but there's some huge diversity in those 2 albums, and they're incredibly, you know, well put together. So if you want to appreciate this moment in history in the scene, I think at some point later you got some downtime, check out Kanata's 2 albums. I really liked them, honestly. It was really good, and I found myself very emotional revisiting a couple of songs that I did remember. Oh, I could talk about VTuber music forever, bro. I love music. What's up, Crane? She is really good at singing, man. It's such a shame that she's not going to be able to do music anymore. But it makes sense if you don't know, she has I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I think it's Meniere's disease, which caused her to lose hearing in at least one of her ears. I don't know if it's both or just one, but that it often comes with tinnitus as well as vertigo, so you get like really dizzy. It's just bad. It just sucks. It's honestly really impressive that she was able to go 5 years in the scene and make 2 albums deep into that sort of struggle in spite of that. Genuinely so impressive. So impressive. So much respect. I hope I can do an album one day, but hopefully with no tinnitus and no hearing loss though. I need my ears to stay strong, please. Oh man, okay. I should probably get back to this, but I just wanted to share for a bit because I was really emotional earlier listening to the album, so it's great. Let me see. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Hell nah. If it's like, I guess it depends what kind of action, but in general, I feel like when you have to make this choice, you're usually talking to your friends or people that you care about a certain thing. And at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. If they don't truly feel what you're trying to get them to do and they don't resonate with it, you're probably not going to get a good result out of the right action, quote unquote, anyway. So feelings are very important, even though it doesn't seem like it, I think. Often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Yeah. I have like things that I'm supposed to do a lot of days, but I don't necessarily have like a, okay, at 12 I gotta do this, and then at 2 p.m. we're gonna have lunch, and then at 2:30 we're gonna go do this thing. It'd be good if I did that, but I probably don't regularly, if I'm being honest. I don't really watch Hololive, my boyfriend does, and I listen to VTuber music. Ah, okay, yeah. Honestly, there's so much good music in the scene. I think that it's totally understandable to just follow the music from a distance. I got super into a lot of stuff music related from the VTuber scene before I started myself, especially with Hololive in particular, so definitely an end of an era to see Kanata announce her graduation, but achieved a lot. Very respectable. Also, hi, Shiny. Me when Twi feels some type of way. Yes, that is true. That is true. I do be feeling. What am I feeling here? You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. That's not true. I really like to try and make a good impression on people. Enjoy participating in team-based activities. Yes, team stuff is fun, but only if you're actually doing it with people that you like or people who are in it for good faith, okay? I don't play games like Valorant and Counter-Strike anymore because your teammates actively want to prey on your downfall. They hate you, bro. It might be team-based, but they are playing it like a 1v9. They do not care, bro. It's any man for themselves out there. But if you get to do something team-based where the people actually want to approach it as a team, it is really fun. And working on things in like team-based settings is also really fun. So I'm going to give it a yes. You know, benefit of the doubt, good faith, idea, like interpretation of the question. Lose, what's up? This is MBTI. I've got a whole bunch of stuff, dude. Next I'm doing performative purity test. But first we're starting with the classic. We're going MBTI. But the quizzes get a lot sillier the longer we go. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yeah, I think that it's definitely good to find things that work in life, but also it's important to sort of boundary test within those things and try different stuff. Just to see what works, you know. Part of feeling alive is pushing the boundaries and stepping out every once in a while, seeing what's up. Yeah, a roller coaster is only fun because it feels like you're gonna die, even though you don't actually. And you wouldn't know that if you never go on a roller coaster. So this is a really weird analogy, but the point is, you know, sometimes you gotta just try stuff. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. This is true to a degree. I like to be both sensitive and completely honest. I think that the balance is very important. You know, you need to be real with people that you care about, but also in a way that is palatable to them and they're going to internalize it. So it's a nuanced question. It's not so easy as just one or the other. But like I said before, it's not really helpful at all to be completely honest if they're not going to interpret that information favorably and emotionally respond in a way that is actionable anyway. So in a lot of ways, you know, in the past, it would have been like, oh, obviously, bro. Obviously, you just be honest with them if you care about them. But it's like, you should be honest with them. But it's better to tell them the part of the truth that they can handle right now and guide them in a way that they can handle the full truth later than to give them the full truth in a way that they cannot accept it and have them act either not at all or in a way that is just unproductive to what they need in that moment. I think being sensitive is very important. I didn't used to think that way, but I do now. I don't prioritize being sensitive. It just happens. I mean, that's good. If it comes to you naturally, that's a very good thing. I think it comes to me fairly naturally, but it's also something that I've had to learn. You know, I spent a lot of time. I watched a lot of Dr. K videos when I was a little bit younger. I looked at a lot of different psychology stuff. I went to therapy for a little while. And I don't know. I think I just did a lot of introspecting, and that's the conclusion that I came to after a long time, is that you prioritize the truth and nothing but the truth when you haven't done the inner work yourself. And then when you figure out how to actually feel good in your own brain, in your own body, you start to realize that it's more nuanced than just what is numerically or statistically like the right choice. You know what I mean? I think. So based of you to go to therapy. It's been a while since I've been, you know, it's very expensive. But I used to have like a sliding scale option for me. So the last time that I went to therapy was a little bit before I started VTubing, and they were helping me through my ADHD, teaching me some stuff to manage it, and just kind of helping me with my goals. It was good for the little bit that I did it. I think that these tests are meant to lack details and nuance because the purpose is to identify and categorize. But after being assessed, it's up to us to reflect and add nuance to our results. I agree with that. MBTI, so this is something that I know because I used to love watching hella videos about MBTI. The system that is built on is pretty good. Like, the types have good amounts of nuance to them. And if you look at the like cognitive stack theory that it's based on, which is that there's like 8 sort of modes of thinking, is what I think was Carl Jung sort of proposes. And they're, for each type, they're balanced in a different order of 1 to 8 in terms of like how frequently and how much valuation we put on each one. They're good. Of course, the test itself is very finicky. You will get different results all the time depending on what you happen to be feeling that day. You know, the fact that I'm doing this on stream right now instead of by myself probably is already influencing my answers enough that I might end up with a different type than if I just quickly click through everything by myself. But, you know, I think that it's a very interesting system if you look into it, you know. Also, I see this. I'm too sensitive and empathetic. It led me to a lot of bad experience. That just means that you haven't found the right people to be vulnerable with. It is wonderful to keep your heart open and to be sensitive and emotional with other people. And I hope that you will find more people in your life that you can feel comfortable to be emotional and vulnerable with, because, you know, when you find those relationships, you got to cherish them. It really does. That's where the real growth happens. That's where the real motivation, the intrinsic value comes from, is when you find a support network that lets you express yourself like that and you can share that kind of moment with them. I think it's wonderful. You see, you actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes, I do. We love trying new things. Prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse? I've gotten a lot better about this, okay? My generalized anxiety disorder diagnosis from all those years ago, it is probably still there, but it's not so bad anymore. We out here managing it. Enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. I think that they're both important. I love both, so I'll go down the middle. I think that balance is key. Cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I totally could. I definitely could imagine that. I mean, writing music is pretty similar to that, so I think that creative expression is wonderful. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Nah, because if you do that, I used to think this way, and then I realized that I don't actually get anything done if I try too hard to be efficient with everything. And then you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. So here's the thing. I do prefer this. The problem is that I don't actually do it, though. Look, I think everybody prefers when you get stuff done, you know, you feel really good. You can actually just fully chill. The problem is that my brain recognizes this, but it still doesn't do it, though. Like, yo, I'll be optimistic. I'll give myself a little prop. I'll give myself a little pat on the back. We'll go for the small check mark. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Hell nah. That is a good way to have no people in your corner, bro. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Oh my, yeah, dude. I'm such a wallflower in real life. Y'all have no idea, dude. I am so quiet because I like to observe first. I like to sit in the corner and try and suss out if it feels safe for me to like open up a little bit, or if I'm gonna be closed off and if I'm not really gonna talk to them very deeply. Great. Oh, I haven't listened to it. I don't go out of my way for Twice. Well, I haven't in a while. You know, I used to listen to Twice a lot involuntarily because I worked at a store selling Korean beauty products. So, of course, I would be listening to like all of the top charting K-pop songs constantly. But I still like the genre, you know what? As much as I was a little bit burnt out from it at the time, I think I've come back to appreciate it a little bit. So I'm going to have to try and remember to check that out later. Yo, what's up, Michael? Yes, sir. We're doing lots of personality testing today. We're just going to have some fun. It's been a long time since I've done any personality tests, but I used to love stuff like this. So we're going back. Your mood can change very quickly. Maybe a little, but I've definitely gotten better at keeping myself well regulated. So maybe I'll say a little on the disagree side instead. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I think this is also important, though. I think that I'm pretty good about this. For all of the questions where I will say it is more important to emotionally resonate with the person you're talking to and make sure that they're actually internalizing what you're trying to get them to feel, you do need to stay grounded in reality. And if people are making arguments to you that are completely emotional, it is important not to entirely let that dictate how you feel about it either. Because there are lots of things nowadays, you know. If you're easily swayed by emotional arguments, you're going to have a bad time on social media, bro. You're getting rage baited everywhere. Truthfully, you're just gonna get rage baited if that's what happens. Or you're just gonna be sad all the time. Like, it's just there. I don't know. There's lots of things that are designed to try and get a rise out of you nowadays. So you have to be good about it. It's important to be sensitive, but also to kind of filter through what emotions are going to be actually valuable to you and what kind of stuff is just trying to, you know, have an ulterior motive. Often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yeah, I got ADHD. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Maybe a little. The theory of it is interesting, but if it's a situation where there's kind of no good answer, no matter what you pick, It can be very emotionally draining and just kind of inactionable and make you feel kind of sad or helpless. So I'll go a little bit. I've just been avoiding social media in my spare time. It is a good thing. If you can balance it, it's great. Prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I think I will go slightly disagree. I love my time around other people, but I do need a lot of my day to be by myself. Otherwise, I get burnt out. I think I spend a lot of time on my own, kind of charging up and like generating things to share and enjoy with other people. And then I really value that time when I go spend time with them. But I certainly do need the me time too. Become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. I mean, I've been on the MBTI for like half an hour already, bro. I don't even know how long I have left, but probably too much. This said it wasn't... Oh, I'm on step 6 out of 10. Okay, I should start answering faster. Look, I'm a nerd, bro. Okay, I'm a dork. I just like to talk about thoughts and feelings and stuff. It's my vibe. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Yes. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Recently, I'm going to say slightly no. I've been doing pretty decent. Rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Nah, I do second guess a little bit. I mean, it's always important not to dwell on it too much, but to think about what could have happened if you tried other stuff. Mostly as long as it's extrapolative, right? Like if you can't change it, then you might as well, you know, make peace with whatever you did. But if it's like a regular thing you're doing, it's nice to evaluate how things are going, I think. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that I'm lively and outgoing? I know that's not how I'm supposed to answer this question, but let me open the floor. Let me ask. What do I think my friends would say about me? Lively and outgoing. I think my good friends would say yes, because what it is if I'm with a group that I'm not super comfortable with, I'm really quiet and not really that sociable. But if I'm with people that I'm chill with like that, I'm loud as hell, bro. I'm really loud. With the right group, I'm hella annoying, bro. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes, sir. We love being in touch with our emotions and sharing them through creative vehicles. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I'm gonna say slightly. Well, the thing is, they tend to be in line most of the time. Like, I think I usually emotionally process facts in a way that lets me feel relatively equal about them. You know, I think that I do tend to make choices with a slight skew towards objectivity and then sort of acclimate my feelings in whatever direction is necessary to act in accordance with what the facts tell me is the right choice. I think. There are certain things where there is not really like an objective, obvious move, and so you gotta trust your heart, but there are also certain things where it's better to kind of just make peace with what the facts implicate for you, I think. Like to have a to-do list for each day? Yes. Rarely feel insecure? Actually, yeah. Nowadays, I don't find myself feeling that insecure. I guess it depends on the context. If I'm with people that I feel like I can talk about VTubing with, I feel like not insecure at all. But if I'm with people that I know won't get it, then I have like nothing to talk about. But all in all, I think for the most part, I don't really feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls. Ooh, I don't like making phone calls. You are right about that one, sir. Keep it in the text or the email. Let me think about how I want to say things. Well, also, I just don't have a reason to phone call. I think of like Discord calling people as like a very different experience to a phone call with someone. I do make phone calls actually though sometimes. Hold up. Like, there's a bit of discomfort, but actually I do it when I need to. I'll say I slightly avoid it. I don't go out of my way, but if I need to make a phone call, I'll do it. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yeah, I think it's interesting to dabble. I'm a dabbler. Easily connect with people you've just met. Yes. Because I don't like small talk, so I just end up... If I think that somebody has something interesting to share with me, I will ask them, like, weirdly deep questions, and if they roll with it, we have a great conversation, so... Your plans are interrupted. Your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. It depends. I'm gonna go down the middle. That really depends. If it's something urgent, then, like, obviously, but at the same time, there are times where if you get interrupted, like, if my flow is broken, I'd rather just wait until, like, the next day to pick back up on something, come at it with a fresh brain, instead of trying to, like, find my way back into the flow of a certain activity. I think it just depends. Still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago? Not really. I've made peace with a lot of stuff from my past. Not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. No, I love talking about that stuff. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Nope. I feel pretty good about that. Maybe I give myself a little too much credit, but... When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. Yes. Definitely. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy rather than organized and consistent efforts. I think a lot of people here might relate to that one. I definitely do. I have ADHD. That's me. But I've been better about doing stuff regularly, building habits and stuff. But man, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort. Like, nothing will compare to when you just get that one spark of inspiration and you just go. Like, your focus is unbreakable in those moments. And the work just happens so naturally. It feels so good. If only I could just do that all the time. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. No, not at all. Why would that happen suddenly? You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I don't think so. I think that'd be boring. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. If it is a waste of time, then my life is a waste, so I hope not. No, it's fun. Like, I saw a short the other day that was talking about, you know how we can't breathe water, but we can see it? So do you think that fish can see air? Because they can't, they're in the, first, do you think that they can see water? Because we can't see air, right? And as an extension of that, do you think that they can see air? It was an interesting thought, you know? I don't know what the, like, practical implications of that would be. I just thought it was an interesting idea. Okay, but then, okay, the extension though. If we then eventually genetically modify humans and we make a mermaid, right? If we make mermaids real, do they see water and air, or do they see neither? Well, they have to see it, right? Because otherwise, how would you know when you're transitioning between being in the water and being in the air? I guess you would feel it, like, you would feel the water or the lack of it. But not being able to see that would be so disorienting. Like, you're just walking up a slope of sand and suddenly it's just not water anymore. Nah. I think you would be able to see both. I think the evolution... But there wouldn't be any evolution because it's genetic. I don't know. This is stupid. What am I saying? You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. I like quiet places personally, but busy stuff can be cool too. But I definitely like quiet. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. I'll say slightly yes, but I like to Google things and like double check my thoughts before I go through with important stuff for sure. Often feel overwhelmed. I would have answered like all the way back a few years ago, but nowadays I feel pretty okay. Complete things methodically without skipping over any steps? Nope. Nope. Let me think back. You know, I don't even have to think back. Let me go and find the file. So last year, or wait, no, not last year. It was this year. What am I saying? Earlier this year, I made my first fully original song, Out of This World Superstar Twiddle, which I'm still really proud of, by the way. It's a good song. I'm happy with it. I remember when I finished that song, I did so many revisions to the title. I did so many extra changes to the mix after thinking it would be the final that the full file name of Out of This World Superstar Twiddle's like WAV file is Superstar Twiddle actual final for real please I'm begging part 2.5 the sequel final season part 2 again Redux the second junior double triple whopper. I'm pretty sure I made a final mix like at least 10 different times on that project file. Because I just kept finding things that I missed and being like, oh no, I have to go back and fix this one note. Or this like one thing is like too loud or whatever. And so I just kept adding like one thing to the name over and over again. Man, that project file will always be one of my favorite things. So funny. Also, hi Chandra, welcome. No need to apologize. Just happy to have you here. Welcome. Yeah, it's that's gotta be the longest file name I think I've ever written. Let me see. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps? Yeah, in a lot of ways. I think that that's more fun. But it is also nice to have things that are kind of formulaic. I think it's nice when you have a good balance of systems that work, but creatively applying those systems. I think that's the most fun. More likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Maybe, actually. My gut was logical, but at the same time, I think that if I feel strongly enough about something, I'll find a way to try and make it work in tune with my emotions instead of going the other way, instead of like forcing myself. So maybe I'll say yeah, sure. It's been good. Thank you. Struggle with deadlines. No. I find myself panicking to hit them, but I do always hit my deadlines. You know what? I might make it a buzzer beater, but I don't miss them, generally speaking. Feel confident that things will work out for you. I think so. I think we'll find a way. Mail. All right. See results. ENFP. This is so interesting. I always get ENFP nowadays. I used to always get INTP. But in a lot of ways, I actually kind of feel like ENFP fits me. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've looked at stuff. I think emotionally I changed a lot. Is Rita not? Rita is also ENFP. I'm pretty sure Rita is also ENFP. Yes. As an ENFP campaigner, you are a vibrant force of enthusiasm, creativity, and idealism. Your mind is a constant whirlwind of ideas and possibilities, each more exciting than the last. You approach life with an infectious energy that draws others to you, your charisma, and genuine interest in people, making you a natural connector and inspirational force. Woo, that's so sweet. And also me. This type is just ADHD paired with like a whimsical outlook on life. Straight up. I think Rita's extroversion percentage is definitely higher than mine. Absolutely no question to me, bro. I'm probably like right around the middle. You know what I mean? I definitely still need my alone time. I need to get to know people. I think Rita, you know, just very like social butterfly is the impression that I get anyway. But I don't know. I'm not Rita, so I could never know. Has she ever done it on stream? It'd be interesting to see. Your curiosity knows no bounds, and you have an insatiable appetite for new experiences and perspectives. This openness, combined with your vivid imagination, allows you to see potential and opportunity where others might not. You're not just a dreamer, though. You're a dreamer with a mission, driven by a deep-seated desire to make the world a better place. Well, you know, I know all of these are written to me in a way they're supposed to vaguely apply to, like, almost anybody. But this does feel like very accurate to me and my goal, my sort of drive. Let's take a look. So it gives me, yep, just a little over the line, 57% extroverted. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that that's fair enough. Intuitive, 84%. The ADHD is strong with this one. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Definitely, definitely. 79% feeling is interesting to me because I think I am a very introspective person. I think a lot, but I think that over time I've learned to value my feelings as part of my cognitive process. And so I could see how it would change the valuation to slant like that. I don't know if it's fully accurate. I do think that I'm less strongly of a just feeling it out kind of person as like dominantly as they say, but maybe I underestimate it. Who knows? Maybe they know me better than I know me. And judging versus prospecting. Likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. It's interesting how close to the middle I am on this. I feel like I would have used to be like way further to one side. But I've been trying to learn discipline. I've been working on it. And assertive. Likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Yes, I agree. Let me see what else. Make it difficult to focus on mundane tasks or stick to routines. Why is ENFP actually just having ADHD, bro? The more I read about this type, I'm like, yeah, this is literally just ADHD described as a personality type, as long as you are a happy person. Driven by your values, quest for authenticity. Yes, career path. Unlock now. All right, that's the limit of what they'll tell me for free. Very cool. I think ENFP. I think probably right though. Honestly, I think maybe my type has changed over the years. I'm a new man. Okay, but here's the real question, right? As an outgoing person, this might call me authentic. But how authentic am I really? How performative am I really? This is gonna be so stupid, bro. This is gonna be so stupid, man. Who's ready for the performative purity test? Just want to go on record and say, I'm not a performative person. I like to just experience new things, connect with people, and do stuff that I think is cool, okay? The performative purity test is a way for you to measure the level of your performativity. Whether you're a scholar of atomic habits or an avid vinyl listener or leve, this test can guide you to maximizing blood matcha percentage on a day-to-day basis. Caution, this is not a bucket list. Stop being performative. Be authentic. Beware, I might be trying to get rid of competition. This is so stupid. Is this actually written by the same guy that made the rice purity test? I wonder. Okay. Let's go through. Let's find out how performative am I. Want to take... Dude, you should. I've been keeping myself spoiler free, by the way. I have no idea what the questions for this are. I've intentionally avoided looking at what the actual questions are. So let's find out. 1. Do you use wired headphones even if you own AirPods? For the longest time, I would have answered yes here, but I did finally switch to using Bluetooth earphones, and in public, it is great because I have long hair, so the wire would get yanked by accident all the time. I do still like wired headphones, but I do, at least when I'm out, I use wireless now, so I think that it's only fair that I don't take that. Do you own a tote bag? Oh yeah, baby. I'm so devastated, y'all. My tote bag broke. One of the straps came undone while I was on a bus somewhere, and before I noticed, my Suisse keychain slid off of it and I lost it, man. I've gone through 2 of them already. I had an old Suisse keychain that broke, so I couldn't put it on my bag anymore. And then I got a new one, and my bag itself broke and it slid off. I just wanna have a keychain of my Oshi, bro. Come on, man. But I do like having a tote bag. It's convenient. It looks stylish. I like it. You carry a tote bag with a graphic or arty print? Yeah, that's why it's cute. That's the whole point. Carry a tote bag at least once a week. When I have one, then yes. Do you wear baggy jeans? How is this performative? What? It's performative to want my jeans to be comfortable and to wear a cute bag? Are you kidding me? These people are so vanilla, bro. Like, dude, this is just being a man who is allowed themselves to feel things. Like, what the hell, bro? Okay, I don't own any jorts, though. Jorts are fun. The name Jort is so stupid, bro. I'm gonna name my kid Jort. If I owned a pair of jorts, maybe I'd wear them, but I don't. I don't know. Do you wear flannels or workwear over jacket? What is a workwear over jacket? Let me see. Let's take a look, y'all. Oh, okay. No, I don't wear these. I do like to wear an over jacket a decent amount of the time, but not one of those. That's not like my style. Flannel's also not really my style, even though I'm Canadian. Even though I'm Canadian, there's lots of people that like the oversized flannel. It's not my look personally. Do you wear sunglasses indoors? I don't even wear sunglasses outdoors, bro. I don't like it. Do you wear beanies indoor for style more than warmth? Who wears beanies indoors? Bro, I feel like your head is going to overheat. I do know some people that do that, actually, but I don't. Do you drink matcha? Not really. No. Have you ever put matcha into random foods? No. Have you ever drunk matcha without actually liking the taste? Does it count if I just tried it one time? Does that count if I just tried it and I didn't really like it, but I finished it anyway? I don't think that counts, right? Like, I didn't go out of my way to get it knowing that I didn't like it. That's what being performative would be, right? Doesn't even count as drink. I'm saying, like, okay. Means that you want to... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, too. I just wanted to see what the consensus was. Wear beanies indoors, but it's a matter of warmth because it'd be cold inside. That's valid, you know. If you don't have any sort of, like, heating, the insulation's not good, that's fair. I have this one hoodie that I like to wear sometimes for that reason. It's so ugly. It is the ugliest sweater I've ever seen, but it's really cozy. It's like wearing a blanket. So I don't go out in it usually, but it is it's like a warm hug, and I wear that in my room sometimes. You do what you gotta do. I'm Canadian. I feel you, bro. Do you drink non-dairy milk without being lactose intolerant? I mean, you could have reasons to want to do that anyway, but I do drink dairy milk anyway. Do you make and share playlists? Sometimes. It's been a while. But at my old job, I made a playlist for our store because we didn't have a J-pop playlist, and we sold some like anime stuff. So I was like, oh, we should have a J-pop playlist. And also part of it was so I could have a reason to not have the K-pop playlist on literally every single day. So I've done this before, yeah. Make Pinterest boards? Nah, especially not now. Pinterest is... Oh, it is seen better days. But I think conceptually I go with this, like, especially when I'm making projects and stuff like that. You know, I'll do inspiration boards and whatnot, but not Pinterest. So it's not performative because it's not Pinterest. Do you have stickers on your laptop? Not yet. I will soon. My sister offered to get me a sticker while she was out at an artist alley the other day. It's a little sticker of Haru Urara going like mood up, so it's great mood and it looks super cute. So maybe soon. You know what? I'll be preemptive. I'll say yes because I'm gonna join the club. So like, why not? Sure. Let's be a little performative. I'm gonna have a sticker on my laptop. Let's get it in there. If liking Uma Musume on my laptop is being performative, then I'm performative. Sue me. Do you keep a Polaroid in your... What is a Polaroid? Oh, now I just feel like I just made a bunch of people feel old. Uh-oh. What is a Polaroid? Oh, it's these. Like the old cameras. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is... You gotta be a photography nerd to still use one of these, man. Yeah, I do not. No, absolutely not. I knew it. I'm sorry, Shiny. I didn't mean to. It slipped. My bad, bro. No, lose. Look. Sometimes I'm sheltered, bro. Okay, I'm very uncultured. You gotta cut me some slack. Do you wear any fitness watch that's not an Apple Watch? Whoop? Garmin? What are these? I've never even heard of these. I don't wear any watches. I don't like the way it feels on my wrist. It's like a tactile thing for me. It irks me. I don't like it. Do you have stickers on your water bottle? I used to. I don't anymore, but I used to, so sure. Or I guess I'm not performative anymore in that case, so no. Do you put carabiners on your keys, water bottles, or bags? Yes, because they're cute. Or well, wait, let me make sure that I'm thinking of the right thing with carabiners. Okay, wait. I don't put carabiners. I put keychains. Does that count? Does it count if I put keychains on my stuff, but not carabiners? Like, is this... Because they're, like, connected by, like, a carabiner type thing, right? I think that counts. Because who's just putting, just a raw carabiner on their stuff for aesthetics? I don't know. I feel like that doesn't even do anything. Do you own or carry a Fujifilm Instax camera? I've never even heard of that before, so nope. You ever used retro or film camera apps to edit your photos? No. Polaroid photos as wall decor? Nope. Own a vinyl record or CD player? No, I don't think I do. Do you carry an iPod? Oh, I still have my iPod, but it's dead. It is long gone. It does not power on anymore. It don't charge. My iPod is long dead, but man, I remember the days. Who the hell would still be using an iPod? They haven't made iPods in like 10 years, bro. Who's still carrying one, like, actively? That's insane. Do you own a Digicam? Digital camera? Nope. I just use my phone. Do you own vintage or thrifted statement clothing? What is statement clothing? What does that mean, like, specifically? Does MP3 player count because I got one? I don't think so. I don't think that an iPod and an MP3 player are the same thing, to be honest. Let me think. Sorry, what was I gonna look at? Statement clothing. What is this? Is this meant to be a specific brand, or is it? Because I see statement clothing coming up as like a brand, but I also see. What, this is just like clothes that have like a message written out on them? Is that what it's meant to be? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Sorry, I'm uncultured, y'all. But I think it's a no either way. I'm pretty sure it's not true. I have thrifted some clothes, but I don't really wear vintage stuff, and I don't think any of it has like a statement. I just buy stuff that's plain or cute. That's my aesthetic, is I buy shirts that are cute or are just solid color for the most part. Do you spend your weekends flifting or at thrifting or at flea markets. That's so true. That's exactly what it says. Good reading, me. Thrifting or at flea markets. No, I don't spend my average weekend. Do you own a Labubu keychain or figurine? Do you carry around a Labubu? All right. Raise of hands, show of hands. Who owns Labubu? I won't judge you. I don't have one though. I don't. I think that I don't get it. I don't get it. I like having like a cute guy to bring around with you, but I just don't think they're cute. Like the aesthetic just doesn't hit for me. I own the one and only 24 karat gold Twi Labubu. So true. Me with my 25 karat shiny gold Labubu. Wait, shiny gold could imply that it's just gold. No, my gold shiny Labubu. Yes, of course. Do you own blue light glasses? No. Do you own or use a Muji pen? See, the Muji pens are good, but I never had one myself. I just went to school with people that had them, and I would borrow it sometimes. But I don't own a Muji pen. Maybe I should get one, because I really do need a good pen. But for the time being, I'm safe. Do you own more than 3 Moleskine or Muji notebooks? No, I don't. Do you own more than 3 literary magazines or subscribe to the New Yorker? I'm not American, baby. Nuh-uh. I don't own any literary magazines. I don't read. Do you own more than 1 ironic tote from museums, niche bookstores, events? Why would it be ironic? What's an ironic tote? Like you buy a tote that has a design that you don't like, and the joke is that you're wearing it? Like what would be ironic? The whole point is to just pick something that you like and get that on your bag. Am I crazy? I don't understand. Well, no, I don't think I own more than 1 of that. Just as lost as you. This is an interesting psychology experience. Like, I think it's obvious that I'm not performative, but it's just interesting to see like what kind of hoops these people are jumping through. Do you own the Trader Joe's tote bag without shopping at Trader Joe's? Who does this? What? Who does this? I didn't even know they do that. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising they have a tote bag. Like, what? Do you own a matcha kit? No, I don't. Do you own or wear Arc'teryx without ever hiking? Dude, those are expensive. I've walked into one of those before, and I walked out of it pretty quickly. No. No, someone who bought them just for the aesthetic. Really? Interesting. Wow. Let's see. Do you wear Patagonia or Japanese workwear brands? Does Uniqlo count, guys? Does Uniqlo count as a Japanese workwear brand? Because I wear the hell out of Uniqlo. They just make good clothes, bro. They're so comfortable. They're stylish. They're simple. They're not too like, they're not too loud. They're just really comfy. They just make good stuff. Kind of expensive. I don't buy stuff from there very often anymore, but I have a lot of like staple clothes that I like that I've gotten from them over the years. I'm gonna assume that Uniqlo probably counts. I don't know, but I'm gonna assume yes. Do you have a spam? What's a spam account? Oh wait, no, I know what a spam account is. No, I don't. Do you have a Letterboxd account? No. Do you have a Substack or newsletter? I don't. Do you have a pin collection? Enamel pins, patches, etc.? No, but people who do this are cool, and I respect it. I hella respect that. Do you like Instagram Reels solely so others see what you liked? I don't even use Instagram, bro. I don't touch Instagram with a 10-foot pole. Some of the stuff on there is scary, not gonna lie. Do you repost tweets as story content? Nope, because I don't use Instagram. Do you or have you ever paid for verification on Instagram or Twitter? No, it doesn't matter how many times they tell me that subscription is $1 for Black Friday. I'm not paying for it. I don't need the check mark. Do you post on Strava? Nope. No Strava. Have you ever bought a film or disposable camera? I don't think so. Do you know your MBTI? That's a tough one. I don't know. Do I know my MBTI? I have a weird feeling. I'm getting this like deja vu right now. That's crazy. I didn't know that was gonna be in there. That's totally a coincidence that I fit the MBTI right before this. Well, I think I do. I think I might, honestly. Just a hunch. Have you ever pretended to be interested in pottery? No. Have you ever tried to learn to knit or crochet? No, I have not. Have you ever tried to learn a language with no intention of using it? What? But conceptually, that makes no sense. Like, even if you were only learning it to impress someone, that's still an intention of using it, no? Like, you're still using it for something. How do you even do that? How do you even learn a language with no intention of using it? Like, I don't know. What, I guess they're talking about the kind of person who's like a polyglot because they know how to say, hi, my name is Twi in 10 languages. Like, I don't know. Definitely not for me, no. Do you have a Depop account? I don't know what Depop is. I'm uncultured. What is Depop? You know what? Now I'm curious. Depop. Social e-commerce. What is this? Like reselling clothing or something? I don't know. Okay. Some sort of clothing. Have you ever pretended to know how to skateboard? Nah, I don't have any idea how to skateboard. Have you ever tried to learn rollerblading? Nope. You ever posted an Instagram note with a song? Nope. You ever posted an Instagram note to fish for replies? Nope. I've barely used Instagram. You ever claim to be taller than you really are? Not seriously. I don't think so. I don't think I've done this seriously before. If I say it as a joke, does that count? Like if I'm like, yo, if we round to the nearest 6 feet, then I'm 6 feet tall. Does that? I don't think that counts. I think I'm good, you know. I'm 5'10". It's not that bad. I really don't have much of a reason to lie. Have you ever soft launched a relationship by posting hints but not the person? I've never even had a relationship, bro. We're talking about totally different planets of experience right now. Have you ever captioned a post with an obscure reference or inside joke? Oh, definitely. I love making my own memes and writing stupid shit that only makes sense to like 3 people. Have you ever posted an ambiguous quote or lyric as an Instagram caption? I don't think so. Have you ever romanticized mundane tasks and posted about it, like getting groceries and pretending you're the main character? No, I don't think so. Have you ever posted a photo dump of random aesthetic shots? I think so. Is it weird if you, I don't know, if you go somewhere pretty and you just take some pictures and then like share that? Is that weird? I think that's pretty normal. Have you ever posted a moody sunset photo with no caption? I don't think I've done that, but that would be kind of a vibe, honestly. I wouldn't blame them for doing that. Have you ever posted about holding or cuddling a friend's dog or someone's baby to get likes? No. I feel like I'm too much of a hermit for most of these, bro. I don't touch enough grass for most of these. Do you purposely visit niche, local, or third culture coffee shops? I don't go to coffee shops. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like coffee. Does performative automatically equal weird? I think some of it is like kind of being weird, and then some of it is just doing things like excessively to try and get people to like you that aren't genuine, I guess. I don't know. You could call that weird. I mean, everybody's weird in some ways. Have you ever posted a story highlighting your favorite indie artist's new release? Not a story, but I've tweeted about it. I think that that's more permanent. So I'll say yes. You know what? It's not technically true because I don't use Instagram, but I've done that. I think. Wait, indie artist. Let me think about that. I think so. I think I made a post about Ada Lira when she dropped Starlight, so I'm gonna count it. Stream Starlight by Ada Lira. Let's go. Do you wear jewelry? No, I don't. Again, it's like a tactile thing for me. I just don't like the feeling. And also, I'm poor, so... Post an Instagram story of your workspace or desk setup? I don't think so. Close-up of coffee foam or latte art? No, but if I ever got cool latte art, I'd probably take a picture. Posted about attending art gallery openings or pop-up exhibitions? No, I've been to art gallery, but nothing posting. Have you ever posted a photo of a stack of books you plan to read? Nope. Just shared a reading list post with books you haven't read? Nope. Ever visited a bookstore just to take photos without buying anything? Nope. Have you ever journaled in public for the aesthetic? Some of these are so funny for me to imagine. Like, this is, I guess a lot of this is just insecurity, huh? It's like you don't really have a strong sense of personality. You don't know how to get people to like you, so you just try to appear nuanced, even though you aren't. I guess that's what it boils down to, huh? So they said story. I thought they meant article because I did get a story published in my local paper when I was in high school about 3 indie bands' new releases. That's so cool, dude. What? Wait, that's sick. Dude, that's... Okay, well, that's omega not performant. Like, at all. That's not performative at all. That's just appreciating good media and putting people on game. That's what it really boils down to me. Is like, what, these people just like listen to indie music and not like it? Like, just listen to something you like then. Like, come on. If you're trying to be popular, pop is where you should be at anyway. Anyway, have you ever read in public? Fellas, is it performative to consume literature not in your own abode? That's crazy. Obviously, I've read in public before. Everybody has read in public. What? That's... Dog, that is insane. Have you ever heard of being a student? Have you ever heard of being a student and having shit that you're supposed to read, bro? Like, that's crazy. Obviously. Have you ever read a Jane Austen novel? I don't know who that is. Have you ever read The Creative Act, A Way of Being? Nope. Have you ever read or owned a copy of Atomic Habits? No, I've watched videos about Atomic Habits, but I've never actually read it. Have you ever read novels in coffee shops or public spaces? I don't think so. Or wait, in public spaces? Well, yeah, back when I had to do reading. Fellas, it's performative to use brain cell. Good question. Have you ever read a book while waiting in line? I don't think I've done that. Do you listen to Claro? No. Leve? Yes, I do. Biba Doobie? No. Lord? No. Phoebe Bridgers? No. But Leve is goated, though. Love her music. Amazing. I'm sure the others are good, too. I just haven't listened to it before. Have you ever started listening to an artist because an MPS put you on? What is an MPS? What does that stand for? What does MPS mean? Or stand for? No, Google, it's not megapixel. I'm sure that a megapixel did not put somebody onto Leve, bro. What is MPS? Rice purity. Member of preferred set. Oh, okay. So, somebody you might be romantically interested in, yes. And then you start listening to a song. Yeah, I've done this before. Okay, guilty. Guilty. I'm sorry. I've done this before. Look, okay, look. I've been in love exactly one time in my life, and they put me on to Brockhampton. And for what it's worth, it wasn't performative. I do genuinely like their music. I genuinely liked the music. They also put me back onto Kendrick Lamar, and I love his music too. But I did give it a shot because I liked them and I wanted to be able to talk about it with them. So, I mean, I guess the thing is, I don't really even think of it as performative to do something like that, because does it have to be performative to want to experience things that people you care about think are good. Like, I think that that's not performative at all. I think that's just valuing the opinion of people that you care about and wanting to share experiences, right? I think that that's a great thing, but I mean, I guess there was, you know, there was an ulterior motive, even though I also did just genuinely want to listen to the music that they liked and then thought it was good. So you know what? Sure, okay. My bad for being performative. Have you ever made a Spotify playlist for a season or month? I have not, but I think that that's a vibe if you do that. Also, hi Mochi, welcome. Have you ever asked a girl about Love Island or Coraline? Coraline? Like the movie? Dude, that movie is so old. Wait, no, this has to be a different Coraline. Because Love Island or Coraline, that doesn't make any sense. Like, those are so different, bro. Like, that's not even apples to oranges. That's like, I don't know, apples to steak or something at that point. They're different planets if it's the Coraline that I'm thinking of. I've never watched this stuff, but I do know that one of my sisters loves the trashy stuff like Love Island. Dude, I'm surprised some of the stuff she's willing to talk about with our family. Like, I remember I was out. It was me, my mom, my sister, and her boyfriend. And I don't even remember how we got on the topic, but she was talking about, I think it was like some reality show called MILF Manor or something like that. It was like, I think it was supposed to be one of those shows kind of like Love Island, but you have a bunch of young guys and older women, and the plot twist is like some of them are actually like their moms are there or something. I don't remember exactly, but it sounded cursed. It sounded really trashy. Look, I do like trashy romance, but I like it in the form of anime, so I'm safe on this one. Have you ever taken photos of your shoes on textured surfaces? No. Have you ever pretended to understand a niche film or book to seem cultured? I don't think so. Have you ever claimed to be performative since before blank? What does that mean? Well, like being performative since before it was like called being performative? Damn, that's some like next level manipulator behavior. Bragging about being performative before it was a popular strategy? That's crazy. No. Do you know your moon sign? Nah, I don't remember. Do you know a trait from your zodiac sign? I think, let me think. Pisces are supposed to be kind of indecisive, right? Like they go one way and then they kind of flip. They're like kind of hot and cold or like finicky. Am I right about that? Because I think it's supposed to be based on like how the like Pisces symbol goes like two directions. I could be wrong about that. Let me look it up. Let's find out. How performative am I? Pisces traits. The thing is, like, every zodiac sign has like a twinge of everything. You know what I mean? They're all written so that no matter what you get, you can relate to it in some way. I'm gonna say no. I can't confidently answer this question. I'm not that much of a zodiacer. I'm gonna be for real. Do you have a SoundCloud account to listen to niche, unreleased music from popular artists or indie creators? No, but I think it's a cool scene, and I do check out stuff on SoundCloud occasionally, but I don't have an account for it. Have you ever faked annotating a book? No. Have you ever bought merch from a band you don't listen to? No. And do you say you're not performative? That's just who you are. I mean, if it's performative to have niche interests, shit, I guess so. I've been saying that the whole way. Look, Layman just makes good music. That's not performative, but okay. Your score, 83. Mostly genuine with occasional performative moments. You own a tote bag, but it's not ironic. You listen to Labor, but only because you've gone through a situationship. You're performative, but in a chill way. We like you. Well, I'm flattered that they think that I have enough game to find my way into a situationship, because I certainly have not experienced that. I just appreciate good music, bro. It's just well made. Like, how could you listen to that and not think it's good? There's something wrong with your ears. He scored 81. Oh, you're more performative than me, Shiny. No way. I think it's just because you're older. Genuinely, I think it's literally just that you're older. I think that's probably what the extra 2 points probably comes up from. I want to know what Luz scored. I feel like Luz probably got like a 70 or something. I think Luz would score higher out of us. All right, guys. Now it's time to do rice purity. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to do rice purity test. You guys would just be bored, bro. You don't need to know. I think my score on that is like 93, 94. I only got like a couple things, bro. You don't need to know which ones. You scored lower? Wow. I'm surprised. Wait, how much? What did you get? Yo! I got my first viewer bot message on Twitch since I started multi-streaming again. I haven't seen one of those in years, dude. Oh my god, I haven't gotten to delete one of those in so long. Wow. Yo. Wait, okay. I need to. How do I mod you, Shiny? How do I add a moderator? It's just slash mod. Shiny Hunter Zach. Boom. Wow. There we go. Scored a 61. I think that means you're more performative. Like, the lower your score is, the more performative you are, I believe. I'm pretty sure. That's how it works. Because that's how it works with the rice purity test. Is like, the lower your number is, the more of the stuff you've done. That's literally how it calculates it. It's just I got an 83 because I've done 17 of the 100 things. So that means that you said yes to 39 of them. You are more than twice as performative as me. Look at this guy. Look at this performer out here. Luz is a good performer, though. So that makes sense. Let's do a love languages test. I think this one is a short one. I remember we did this before in the group chat, but I forgot what I got. So I'm coming at it with a fresh mind. We're going to see what love languages we get. 30 questions. Oh boy. I'm performing the way I live my life like the world is my stage and not in the way where I'm ingenuine. That's based. That's what I do. That's how you do it. Everybody is the main character of their own story. So live it. Live it. You don't have to make yourself the main character of everybody else's story. But do your thing, though. You know what I mean? Get in there. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. All right. Love language. Choose the sentence that is more important for you. I like to receive encouraging or loving notes for no special reason, or I like to be hugged. Low-key, hugs are hella important, dude. Like, I'm scared of the day that I move away from my parents, because then I don't get to just hug them all the time. I love surprise hugging my parents. Hugs are goated, bro. Look, I'm sorry. Maybe, I don't know if people genuinely think it's shallow to value having physical touch. I think it's one of those things where excessively it can be too much, but everybody needs a little bit. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a hug sometimes, I think. And it's good. It's good for the soul. It just feels right. I like to spend one-on-one time with a person who is special to me, or I feel loved when someone gives me practical help. No, not the where my hug at. Okay, I'm not that desperate, though. I'm not going to hit the where my hug at. That's crazy. Bro, they should have put that on the performative test. They should have asked if you go up to people and say, where my hug at? Dude, it would have fit in perfectly. They should have put it there. Let me see. I think spending one-on-one time is more important than when somebody gives you practical help, but both of these are deeply affirming. I like when people give me gifts, or I like leisurely visits with friends and loved ones. Oh, I mean, chilling with the homies is more important than gifts. Gifts are wonderful, but just kicking it is more important. That's the best gift. Love when people do things to help me, like doing the laundry or cooking a meal. That is very appreciated for sure. Feel loved when people give me reassuring hugs or pats on the back. I mean, both of these are important, but if somebody goes out of their way to do something difficult for me, that is beautiful. Like, honest to God. I think it's important to go both ways. Like, if somebody cooks for you or whatever, like, you gotta get them back sometimes. But it's a very loving sign to me. I love that. Feel loved when somebody I love or admire puts their arm around me, or when I receive a gift from someone. I mean, little gestures are great, but I think that if it's just as simple as putting their arm around me, a gift is probably more thoughtful. Go places with friends or loved ones. Yeah, that's hype. I love putting people that I like onto a good spot, or like going out and experiencing something with them. Always fun. Visual symbols of love, such as gifts, are important, or I feel love when people say kind or supportive things to me. Well, yeah, you need people to reaffirm you. Having a good support network is important. Like to sit close to people. Or I like when people tell me I'm attractive or handsome. I always feel so awkward when people say this. I don't know. It's comfortable to just be like physically close. It's too weird when someone just says it like flat out, like, oh, you're so handsome or you're so attractive. Not that people say that to me. I'm not that attractive, so I can't say that I relate. But yeah, when people give you compliments, it's very nice. But I definitely do feel a little bit like, I don't know how to respond to this, but thank you. Like to spend time with friends and loved ones. Yeah, I definitely value that. You know, someone loves me when he or she helps me. Or words of acceptance are important to me. I mean, definitely. Both of these are important. I think knowing that somebody is willing to tell you that they value you and your values is very, very high tier. I like being together and doing things. Yes. Someone does affects me more than they say, or hugs make me feel connected and valued. I mean, action is the loudest, of course. Definitely. Value praise and try to avoid criticism. I don't like the phrasing of I try to avoid criticism. I don't think that's true at all. If you love someone, you should be willing to criticize them. Gently, of course. It should be constructive, but it's important. And several small gifts does mean more than one large gift a lot of the time, because it's the gesture, right? I think. Although any gesture is sweet. I never expect gifts. Like, something I've had to get used to when I brought my mom back into my life is that I only see her like once a month, so she'll just like bombard me with gifts on that one day of the month that we do meet up. And for the longest time, I was like, why are you giving me so much stuff at once? Like, this is destroying my brain. Like, you don't need to give me anything. Like, chill. You know what I mean? But in reality, I got used to it after a while because I realized that it makes her happy to give me stuff. So it's better for me to accept it and just, you know, be appreciative of the gesture. And if I get stuff that's helpful or, wanted in some way, then that's just a bonus, I think. Feel close when we are talking or doing something together, for sure. I think, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious how my answers are going at this point, right? We're going to get like what? Quality time, number one. Then pretty similar between acts of service and words of affirmation, and then physical touch, and then gifts, probably. That's what I would assume my chart looks like. Let me see. I'm just gonna speed run. Are these supposed to be ad breaks that I'm ad blocking? I just keep seeing the buffer and I'm like, I wonder why. Almost there. Almost there. 3 or 4? I don't know. I feel like I need both of these every day. How am I supposed to pick? Physical contact with people every day and words of encouragement. I think physical contact. Touch starve is real. I think that, but both of these are real. If I had to go without one. I guess probably just making sure that I feel appreciated regularly is more important. That's hard. All right, what do you got? No way! In the exact order that I predicted it. Wow! Have any of you guys done these before? What's your love language, guys? I think quality time is pretty common, which is a good thing. Quality time is it's just peaceful, right? Like, what is the point of having a partner if it's not just because you like spending time together? That's the biggest thing for me, right? Maybe that's... I don't necessarily want to say ace. I think I'm like gray ace maybe or something like that. You know, so I'm on the spectrum, but I don't completely have like an immunity to feeling stuff about people, right? But it's just very rare for me. It just doesn't happen very often. But I think if I ever were to properly get into a relationship with someone, it's just because you vibe, right? Like, you just appreciate each other's presence. I can't see much of a point outside of that. See, if you have a love language that's not quality time, that means that you are performative and you just want the aesthetic of being in a relationship. You don't want to really chill with them like that. It's all interconnected. This makes sense for you for sure. What about what's yours, Shiny? I'm curious what yours would be. I feel like Shiny, I don't know. I actually don't know if Shinies would be quality time. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like basically anybody can be quality time. But Shiny gives me Accent Services vibes a little bit. Need to do it again? I'll let you know. Okay. Wait, I can send it to you. Or wait. It's just love-language.co is the one that I did. In the meantime, I have one really stupid one to close out the browser personality test, and then we're going to replay one of my favorite games, Refined Self, for the first time in a while, and see what I get on that game, just for fun. And also there's an unlock I get for doing it a second time, even though I've already done it twice. I lost my save after the first one, so I still only shows like I've done it once. But first, I have a really stupid one. Look, you know, BuzzFeed is outdated. Let me show you the modern brilliance. Which Uma Musume character are you? Quiz introduction. If you don't know what Uma Musume is, think of it as an anime that's like horse racing, but the horses are girls and they're fucking epic. And you know what Uma Musume is? Then you know what's up. This is less of a personality type, but more of a you choose this based on the vibes, and I'm giving you whatever you choose, reap and sow type beat. But I did describe some personality for the chosen horse, so whatever. What was the website you used? It's here. I'll DM you. Also, yo, I was in your 3 channels for focused on gaming. Hell yeah. Thank you, Shiny. Alright, which Uma Musume am I? Let's find out. Okay, it's your day off. How do you decide to spend it? Bed rot. Okay, now let me see. Go out with my friends and hit up the best places to eat and chow down. That sounds pretty fun. Plan something out to play a few practical jokes. I do not like to do a little trolling. Taking my bike. I don't bike. Maybe I just feel like sleeping in for a little while longer. It's kind of based. Shopping. I love wasting money on clothes and silly things I don't need. Trying to convince my bestie to go out with me by pretending that I'm in a bad mood. This one is maybe rice shower. I don't know. Let's go out and cause some trouble. No. Rather just stay inside and watch a movie or read. Maybe even do a small group call with friends. Now that sounds like my vibe right there. Yeah, that sounds pretty tight. Or I'm gonna spend a day in with my closest friends. We'll watch movies and play board games. That also sounds like a vibe. But I think I'm more likely to be by myself or just calling with a small group. So I'll go with that. Choose a quote from @BrainRotBot's tweets. Okay. My God, I'm so lonely, so I opened the window to hear sounds of people. Oh no. Don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. We tolerate loneliness to avoid abandonment. Name one single hobby of yours outside of media consumption. Ever since I was small, I loved feeling somebody comb my hair. It made me go all sleepy and peaceful. That's wholesome. To love for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you'd call. The world is terrifying and I need to know what happiness is possible. Break my soul in two looking for you, but you're right here. Or you're right there. Good luck in whatever you're going to do, and I'll make sure to get in your way. I'm setting off, but not without my muse. No, not without you. And if for some reason you don't feel like talking, I could just sit and enjoy your company. I gotta pick one of these quotes, just arbitrarily. Yeah, I like the last one. If you don't feel like talking, we can just sit and chill. Choose an aesthetically pleasing picture. And there's a lot of choices. One of these is like a gacha store. They got like Hello Kitty and stuff. Not the blind boxes. Bed. I like bed. Choose a squishmallow. I don't really know anything about squishmallows. I've seen these things, but I've never actually like. I didn't know they had names. They're cute though. Axolotl is cute. I like the axolotl. Look at his face. He's got the classic :3. What a little goober. Let's pick that one. Classic question. Fanfic tropes. Your fave. Give it to me. Enemies to lovers. Coffee shop alternative universe. There was one bad. Fake dating to real dating. Hurt comfort. Temporary amnesia. Slow burn. Pure fluff. Okay, let me think. I'm not really a fanfic reader, but if I think to my romance media preferences, right? If I really got to pick something. There was one bed is kind of good. Low key, I didn't even read that you wrote that when I was gonna say that I was gonna pick that one. An entire trope genre. I don't know. I don't feel like it is, but maybe with the fanfic writers because they're just freaky like that. I don't know. But I feel like in the stories where there's just one bed, I would assume that you're going to get a very natural development of attraction because you're repeatedly exposed to each other. Not in like an inconspicuous way, just in the sense that you're physically in each other's proximity day in, day out. I don't remember what the term is called, but there's like a psychological phenomenon for this. When you see somebody like every day, you become more attracted to them. It's a thing. I promise. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a thing. Hi, Gio. No worries. YouTube can be kind of finicky with that stuff. I don't know. I do have a Discord where I ping it every time I go live if that's something you're looking for, if you want it. I always have the Discord in my description. Let me see. What do we got next? I totally forgot this is a quiz about what Uma Musume you are, by the way. All of these, like, you quiz question things are, like, so unhinged. It's funny. I haven't done one of these in so long. Also, love the new name. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I asked you the quote question from earlier, but now I ask you the lyric question, but specifically from only songs that I listen to. Plot twist, I don't tell you the song. Do I recognize any of these? Let's take a look. What? This is fire. What? When I was a kid, I dreamed of Power Wheel. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of Hot Wheels. Never mind. Do I recognize any of these? None of these lyrics are even Uma Musume. Call me if you ever feel lonely. I'll be your one and only. If you hit my line, if you think of me. I guess. We gotta have the Twi Riz, the Twiz. Hashire, Hashire, Uma Musume. Let's go. Oh, you got words of affirmation as your top shiny. Wait, that's wholesome. Let me affirm you real quick. You're beautiful and smart and inspiring, and I love you. Choose a color palette you like the most. Where's mine? Twilight Teardrop. Ooh, okay. It's not exactly my color palette, but I do love purple and pink as an aesthetic. Big fan. Oh, this one is literally my color palette. Stardust Fragments. Yeah, that's me. Yoink. I mean, one of them says Twilight, but the other one's actually just my colors. Straight up. Stolen last... I'm saying, bro. I thought, too. I really thought, because I like the color palette. But the other one's actually me. Do you take your daily vitamins? I sure do. Yup. Yup, I do. I take vitamin D, vitamin C. That one's like a multivitamin. I take like a vitamin E multivitamin, like the one that's good for your skin and nails. I take too many vitamins, man. Choose a drink name from Dutch Bros based on vibes. Isn't Dutch Bros like a coffee place? Dragon Slayer? What? What are these? Dragon Slayer, Hyperchrome, Ray of Sunshine, Dinosaur Egg, Electric Berry, Galaxy Fish, Majestic Forest, Starry Night, Unicorn Blood, Double Torture, and Laser Cat. What? Okay. Well, obviously Starry Night would be the most fitting, but if I were to drink one of these, Electric Berry doesn't sound like coffee. That sounds safe. So I'd take Electric Berry. Choose one of these vibes that resonates with you the most. Bustling street. Sound of the cranking of a gachapon machine. The thrill of finishing a song on DDR. The feeling of happiness after an amazing win. That's a vibe, dude. That's a vibe. What else we got? Open meadow, nah. Engines revving, hell nah. Laying on a soft, comfortable bed, watching the fluffy clouds pass by on the sky slowly, the smell of fresh laundry, and the warmth of childhood. It's not my choice, but that is cozy. Street performers, window shopping, sipping on boba. Okay, we got the performative male again right here. No, I mean, window shopping with friends and having boba is actually a nice experience, though. I'm not even like a big boba person, but Getting like a milk tea of some sort and just walking around the town. That's always a vibe. Sunbathing in the grass, playful cheers and yell of children, sound of birds chirping, stacks of paper scattered. I think definitely the DDR gachapon machine winning one. I like that. Just write anything or don't. If I don't get Mayano Top Gun, this quiz is rigged. Silent Susan. Wait, okay, she's cool though. She's cool, so maybe I'm okay with this. Hold on. Silent Suzuka, you're very quiet, aren't you? You'd rather stay away from a huge portion of the spotlight, loving to feel open and free by yourself. But when it comes to taking things seriously, you definitely shine. You seem to be very reserved towards other people, but when it comes to your friends, you love to show your true colors. You know, honestly, that... Actually, this last sentence is super me. This is extremely me. This is incredibly me, actually. This is more accurate than I thought it would be. Why is this low-key actually super accurate? The start is a little too overdone. Like I'm not that quiet of a person just inherently. But in a lot of ways, that's because I intentionally put myself in environments and with people that enable me to show my true colors. Because in a lot of regular, like normal social environments, I am actually very quiet. Interesting. It's been a very interesting and informative experience so far. But we're gonna... Let me flip off the BGM real quick. We're gonna switch over. We got one more quiz left, if you will call it. And it's the most different from any of the stuff that we've been doing today. We're gonna play Refined Self, which I've played on stream twice before, but it's been quite a while. I think the last time was around either my birthday or my anniversary. So it's been over half a year at least. You guys remember this game? Very soothing. I love Refined Self. This is a game for anybody who doesn't know. It's a little bit of like a choose your own adventure type of thing. The idea is that every action you take progresses the bar. Progresses the bar towards 100%. And once you hit 100%, the game is over. No matter what you've accomplished, the game will end when you hit 100. And that means that your personality, like, assessment by the game is based off of what things you choose to spend your limited actions on in the game, which is really cool. I love this game. If you've never tried it, highly recommend it. It's so dope as a concept. But we're gonna replay the game. So you're playing the game again? As to be expected of you. You seem to understand well. Perhaps you'll uncover a hidden personality of yours. Yeah, let's do it. I don't actually remember the game too well. I'm sure it'll come back to me pretty well as I'm playing, but let's see. Why won't it work out? Okay, we have the scientist girl with the robot girl who is going to become us, if I remember correctly. Please, let this personality succeed. On the console. Zero emotional AI system connected by Dr. Kusunoki. 1. Starting in control mode and searching for master. 2. Connection complete. Hello, old net. Set language. English. Hey. Finally connected. Now we can begin the test. You're about to take a personality test via a game. You control a girl very important to me. Through that girl, you can do whatever you like. What will you do with your limited time? What won't you do? It's all up to you. Be aware, each decision will affect your personality. And also, you can relax. There are no game overs here. So just act in the way you want. Well then, let's begin the game. Shall we? Oh, I forgot about this, dude. The doctor is dead. Just off rip. What am I gonna do with myself now? June 21st, 21XX. Here lies Kusunoki. Ah, so this takes place in the 2100s. It's in the future. Cool. Doctor. Oh, man. Oh, it even specifies same action as first play. But who doesn't check the grave? I guess on your second playthrough, like if you chained playthroughs back to back, you might try to like optimize by not doing stuff like that. But I only revisit every once in a while, and it only feels right to check the grave. What's this? Something on the ground. Money. Nice. Locked door. 4% already. Oh my god. I used so much. The mines? Yo? Okay, we just opened up the Minecraft server again, so I gotta hit the mines. Like, come on, bro. I am a dwarf and I diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Look at me getting those scraps. We out here scrapping. This actually doesn't consume nearly as much action as I thought it would. You know, I'm remembering something. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I remember thinking it would be really funny to see what would happen with the personality test if you started a playthrough and just went to the mines and mined until the bar filled 100% of the way up. Oh, I didn't even stop to go mining when I first did this. Interesting. I would have thought that I would have at least tried out digging in the mines. Interesting. That's right. On this bench, the doctor called me by name. My name is Twi. I can't fit Telescopium, so I'm still just Twi. Yes. Yes, she told me. Twi, let's promise. Should I fulfill that promise? My promise to the doctor. I'll recall it just to be sure. What she said that day. It was after someone came to the lab, I believe. Doctor, will I be disposed of? Doctor? I swear it. I swear I won't let that happen. I can't give you orders, but I can make promises. Twi, let's promise. Whatever happens, we'll be happy together. Understood. I too shall promise. Oh, it's so much sadder when you think about the fact that she outlived the doctor. Oh, that's so sad. No. It's messed up, dude. I always forget this game is more somber than I remembered it being, man. Okay. Let's keep going. Connection complete. Hello, old net. Sorry, there's a slight addendum I should make. I want you to observe how humans other than me act. If I could give her a proper human heart and personality, she surely wouldn't head for that conclusion. So please, act freely however the mood strikes you. Is that conclusion to say that, like, she will end herself because she doesn't have any personality outside of the doctor? Oh my god, I've never thought about this before. This is deep. Your personality lurks within casual acts. For instance, let's see. Once able to move, you checked the grave first. I sure did. But others would move on or pick up an item on the ground. I feel like almost everybody has to have checked the grave with the way they place it, though. And the opening cutscene as well. It's little things like that. Those unconscious bits distinguish humans from machines. That is true, though. That is true. Because there's not an objective reason why we do it. It's just like, it just feels right. As I explained, the test ends when your heart fills to 100%. It's up to you what actions you fill that heart with. Oh, this game is so cute, bro. Damn. This is such a beautiful concept for a game. I love it every time I come back. Might fill up faster than you think, so be careful. How about we continue the game? Okay. I'm already 15%. There was... Oh, what's in here? Large one. Large one. What a banger name to have. Imagine literally being named Large One. Oh, I'm saved. Could you take that battery and give it to me? Those little thieves destroyed my body, so I can't get it by myself. Without it, I'll surely die, and I cannot move. I beg of you. Hold on just a second. Please have mercy on our poor little selves. We will die without that battery. Give the battery to us, please. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like the trolley problem, hey. I mean, it's a little bit different in the sense that you can choose to do nothing and all die, or you can choose which one dies. But if you make a choice, you're still choosing one of them to die, effectively. Well, that's not true, because they're going to die regardless of what you choose. You're choosing one of them to live, is a better way to put it. Do you have any more dialogue? Please? How am I supposed to choose? What? The big one sounded more genuine, so I guess I'll probably favor him because I don't like greed. The majority chose the little ones, though, and apparently on my first play, I didn't do this. Thank you. You saved my life. It's not much, but take these coins as thanks. Thank you, good sir. Oh, are they dead? Oh my god, the other two died. I mean, I guess that's not surprising, but the fact that they actually make you see it, that's messed up. Wow. Will divine your luck. Oh, this is the divine. I remember this. Want your fortune told? Ooh, if it isn't Twi. What's got you wandering around here? Bored without the doctor here? Huh, seems you're pretty distressed. That's an old robot like me's time to shine. Act now and I'll tell your fortune for 5 coins. Normally it's 10 coins, see? Well, it's half off. Absolutely. Give me my fortune. I guess I'll get my fortune. There we go. What fortune do you want? What should I do? What not to do? What do you think I should do? I'm not necessarily asking the... you know what? Actually, maybe it's more in the spirit of the game. I mean, well, the most in the spirit of the game is to ignore both of these things. But I think I already can figure out what I should do with my own heart. So tell me what you think I shouldn't do. I think this is a new... No, actually, I answered the same thing last time. Interesting. I would have thought that I would have answered what I should do the first time. Interesting. I see, I see. I'll try divining it. Touch the crystal 3 times at whatever time you like. Yes, alright. Aha. What you shouldn't do, Twi, is... nothing in particular. Really? Yep, you can just follow your whims. Alright. Oh, although... it would probably be good to wind that key on your back. Come to think, why aren't you winding it? Didn't the doctor attach it for your sake as an old model, Twi? So that you could move all on your own. Well... I get that you're depressed with the doctor dead. But not winding your key is as good as dying. Yeah, I know. Is that my fortune? Oh, man. Oh, that's so sad. So it really is as bad as it sounded, huh? This whole game is like a death march. That's messed up. Oh my god. That's sad, dude. Does this MC look like the MC from Hawkeye's Star Rail? I can kind of see it. Does kind of look like Stell, yeah. Oh, this girl's a painter, right? Kokoro. Hey. Did you go to the doctor's grave? I went to her grave. I wonder how many people lied. Yeah, I did. I guess so. Do you think the doctor is really dead? What do you mean? I mean what I said. Do you think the doctor is dead? The doctor is dead. I think I said I don't know on my first time. Of course the doctor's dead. I mean, she just is. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry for the weird question, and to you of all people. No, it's okay. But really, what should we be doing now? There's nothing else to do, so I've tried drawing and things. Yeah, this is perfect, actually. I'm drawing a picture of a sheep, but I'm having trouble finishing it. I can't decide what colors to make it. Do you want to paint it? I'll help. You should draw it yourself. I'll paint it for coins. Hustle him, yes sir. Nah. I'll help. Sure, I'll try it. Thanks, it's a big help. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Full color. Oh, you don't get to actually like fill color. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna make your eye orange then to give you character. And then maybe I'll alternate like dark and light. It really doesn't pop from the background though. Having the same color palette is a little limiting, admittedly. Maybe I do like this, and then the middle part's white. Sure. Let's try that. I see. So that's how you painted it. Now I should be able to finish it. Thank you. Take these coins, too. Thank you. Oh, look at this! She looks so cute when she's smiling! Aww. You should smile more. Look in the mirror. Can you smile again? No, why are you so sad again? Who am I? I'm Twi. The doctor created me. And to the doctor, I'm... friend. Yes, I'm the doctor's friend. This is no good. Mirrors just make me feel bad. I'll step away. Aww. Why do you have such low self-esteem? You should love yourself. Love yourself now. Man, I'm already 40% through, huh? Got any scrap on you? I have a decent amount. I don't know how much I should trade. Oh, wow. 90 coins. I'm kind of balling, though. Ladder setup. Oh, I think there was a cutscene for eating ramen. I mean, if I'm on my last day on Earth, you bet your ass I'm gonna have some good ramen, bro. What a way to go out. Like, hell yeah, 20 coins a bowl? Yes. That day, nostalgic ramen that will make you remember that bygone day, a traditional and basic flavor. The New World, an extremely unique ramen flavor bound to overturn your entire idea of ramen. Or Glimmer, the world's most popular ramen, earned 721 stars from the Michelin Guide. Okay, I have a question for y'all. I'm actually really curious how you guys will think about this. Let's say it's your last day on Earth. You go out to eat at one of your favorite... Oh my god, I just realized it's Michelin out instead of Michelin. Oh, you're so smart. How did I not realize that? Okay, what was I gonna say? You go to a restaurant that you really like. Last day on Earth. Your choice is an order that will take you back to a different point in your life. You know, something that you used to eat out all the time there. Something really different, experience something new and interesting. Or get the most popular choice and try and just get something that you know should be good in the sense that it's really popular. This is your last time ever getting to experience this. What are you picking? I'm gonna hold my answer off for a sec. Just because I'm curious what you guys would think. But me personally, my answer is 100% the nostalgic one. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You gotta go for the one that takes you back and brings back memories of that moment. Because I feel like the story and the reminiscing is like such an important part of the human experience. Oh, she looks so cute every time she smiles. Why do you have to be so depressed most of the time? You look so happy when you look happy. This is the best, the ultimate flavor. It's so deep and rich. It's somehow nostalgic. Reminds me of eating with the doctor. Oh, and the cutscene. That was tasty. I agree. It would be accurate to describe it as delicious. You know, I always wanted to eat ramen with a friend like this. Then your dream has come true. I'd have no problem eating this every day. Well, I'll pass on doing it daily. But it'd be nice if we could eat like this forevermore. Aww. Oh, it's so sad. All of her memories are with only one person who's dead. This is so unfair. This game's so sad. Dude. Oh. Cat. It's a kitty. Oh, the little colon 3. Oh. Talk. Okay, I feel vindicated that 79% of people talk to the kitty. Talk cattishly, obviously. Meow. 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 He didn't say anything back. Why didn't he meow back at me? What the hell, bro? This cat is boring. I will say I wasn't necessarily expecting speak cattishly to be literally meowing at the cat. I thought it was gonna be like the little like pet voice, like, "Oh, you're so cute, look at your baby." You know what I mean? But I do meow at cats sometimes though. Like I remember when I was cat sitting for my friend, I totally meowed at his cat. Like if you're one-on-one, there's nobody around you, it's just you and a cat, and you don't meow back at them, there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying. You have to speak their language. Tobacco. There's no way I'm smoking a cigarette just because it's my last day, bro. It's probably nasty. There's a casino. There's a cave. Ooh. Cave could be kind of aesthetic. Hello? Anybody in here? Hello? Oh! You look ominous. I'm lonely. Lonely. I want lonely memories. You have lots of memories. I want lonely. What is wrong with you, bro? No. Sorry, bro. I can't give you my memories. I see. Get your out of here. Why is the only option with a jar to throw it? I can't move. Or put it back down? Okay. Yeet. Welcome. Welcome. Come right in. I'll sell you just one thing. Shoes that slightly increase movement speed. Very handy. 100 coins. Okay, so hypothetically, I could travel more if I wear the shoes. Lets you fish somewhere. Fishing. Okay. 100 coins. A present for someone. There must be someone who wants it. 100 coins. I feel like getting to walk more is kind of value. Not gonna lie. I like walking anyway, so. I'll get the sneakers. Alright, we're out of the cave. Manager type. Now this isn't good. They've already come this far, they might really attack. It's all but certain. A recon model was already shot down. No way, but the doctor isn't even here. Right about now, she should be having peace talks. Then why? Because they never intended on making peace, I assume. That's cowardly. It certainly is. Well then, I will handle attacks from the aircrafts. Miss Twi, please defend against the infantry. I'll provide backup occasionally, so find a way to hold out. Alright. Oh, this is the shooting game. I forgot about this. Defeat the encroaching enemies. Strengthen as you choose with periodic upgrades. If an enemy gets close, they explode. Press E to fire your gun. Oh, they're kind of fat. Damn. Number of bullets and 1 reload. Slightly increased bullet damage. That seems like the most balanced choice. Stronger bullets and you get more. Yo, they're kind of fast though. Why are they so strong? Increased damage of bullets? Yeah, I think I really do need these to be hitting harder. Dude, they can tank so many shots. Why do I feel like this is a game that I'm destined to lose? Like, no matter how many upgrades I get, eventually they're gonna overrun me. Like, I'm trying my best. What if that's the point? What if the point is that I'm supposed to die so that I stop using my actions? Because it showed me a progress indicator. Please, just work. Thank goodness. Doctor, Yes, you got damaged defending back there. You were left no choice but to shut down. Then the enemy? It's okay, the others managed to handle it. They only got a little singed. But you were gravely wounded, you know. It was rough, but I'm glad you recovered, truly. Is that so? But I'm wondering, why? This island's equipment, wouldn't it be more efficient to build me from scratch? You could just back up my memory, idea, and behavior data. Judging from the time I shut down, repairing me took roughly 70 hours. And comparing your health to usual, even the naked eye can tell you've hardly slept. Why do something so inefficient? You're such a robot, dude. True, maybe it'd be easier to start from scratch. That just wouldn't do. You're you. Data is data. There's a you dwelling in there, I think, though I can't explain it myself. Even if I moved backup data to a freshly made you, I couldn't see it as you. Feels like that's what the human heart is. That's true. I agree with that sentiment. I see. It's a beautiful cutscene in a lot of ways. This game is also brilliantly cruel in the fact that it includes stuff like that, where it puts you in a roguelike game where you can kind of just always barely keep up but not win. And the point is just to see how long you'll go at it. Something fell. It's locked. Okay. From what I remember, I think you can walk as far as you want in this area, but once you turn around, it will take you back to, you'll get back to the start of the cave in the same amount of time, no matter how far away you walk. I feel like I remember walking really far and not really finding anything. There's also something peaceful about just walking down the coast. Come on, surely if I keep going, there's gotta be something. I just like to walk though. It's just soothing. Like the little patter of the water at your feet. The crashing of the ocean waves in the background. The gentle piano overtone. It's gorgeous. Truly an aesthetic vibe. Okay, I think I've seen this like little cloud mound before. Let's head back. There's the cockpit. There's the broken shooter guys. Take a flower, why not? I put my reverb on for the cave again, but there's a screen. Hello, old net. Hey there, I have reverb this time. Ah. Seems the test is moving along. Let's see now. Ah, seems the judgment category is leading right now. If you want to know more, you can go to the lab basement. Right, the test is pretty far along, but do you want to play this game a little longer? Although it's over once you reach 100%, I could delay your progress a little bit. How about it? Well then, let's meet again at the game's end. Delay test progress by 50%. You know what? No. I think I'm okay with being far along this time. I'm okay with having a shorter run through. I think that it puts more... I think that it puts more emphasis on the choices that I make in my run back. Plus, I've also just done a lot of personality test gaming already today, so I don't mind a little bit of a shorter run through this time around. Let's head over to the lab basement. I wanted to check that out again. Oh, but the cafe. Gotta go to the cafe first. Oh, there's another cutscene. Sorry, I'm late. No, I only just got here myself. Doctor, you're late. You do seem busy lately. Ha, it's nothing big. Doctor, you've got it wrong. How so? When you're not around, Twi's all bored. She's sulking, you know. Aw. No. I do no such thing. I'm just concerned for her physical health. What a bother. This girl's been waiting excitedly for 5 hours, see? So you better not make her pay on today's date. Oh. You like tea, don't you, man? Welcome. What a hassle. I just realized I gave such a, peppy voice to a character literally named Dull. The doctor may be gone, but customers sure do come still. It's all so tedious. But now who should I see but someone who might help? Forget that, I want a drink. Never mind that, give me a drink. Sure, what do you want? Just the water. Wow, water's so unpopular to choose. Really? I just like water, bro. Water check. Stay hydrated, gang. Nothing beats the refreshingness and the quenching that a good drink of water hits sometimes. For me. It's delicious. There is a game machine in there that I could play, but I have more pressing matters. Hello. Sparkle, sparkle. This makes me think of that. What was that one TikTok trend? It's like, was sprinkle, sprinkle or something like that? Okay. So this is my VTuber opening in an alternate timeline, bro. Sparkle, sparkle is Twi Telescopium. Am I robbing them? Gimme coins? I'm gonna try it. Gimme coins. Almost nobody tried this. Can you give me some coins? Sparkle, sparkle. I guess not. Oh, man. Let's go to the basement. Next question. A gambling partner or an overly diligent partner? Oh, that's bad either way, though. If your partner is addicted to gambling, that's like life destroying. An overly diligent partner. I mean, you gotta pick overly diligent, but if they're too, imposing on your own behavior, then that's also unmanageable. Which is more preferable? I mean, overly diligent for sure, right? Partner. Yeah. It's difficult for me to comprehend. I do get the concept, but... Oh, yeah? If it were a person like the doctor, then I could follow. I see. I guess so. Okay, sure. Well then, if I were either a gambler or overly diligent, which one would be more preferable? You're already an overly diligent gambler, doctor, so both. That's true. They're not mutually exclusive. Aww. Look at them together. Aww. I will say, the doctor, interesting fit choice. You know what? She's just comfy, though. She's just being comfortable in her own basement. That's valid. That's honestly hella valid. I respect that. I just kind of don't understand what the point of the lab coat is if you're going to do that. You know what I mean? But maybe it's comfy. Who knows? I like that their eye color is almost the same. It kind of looks like it's the same. Maybe it's just the lighting. Their hair is really kind of similar too. Like the way they style it's different, but like the bangs at the front. Aww. Now then, what to do? What have we here? Good day, or perhaps good evening. My, but the doctor certainly has gone quite bold again. How do you mean? Shouldn't that be obvious? I mean, her plan, of course. You're right in the middle of it all, so you must know. You can't tell me you don't, can you? Though only you, I, and one more know about it. Truly, she's such an unreasonable sort. Still, I ought to prepare to head out soon. Now then, what to do? What is this? The doctor's PC. Is it displaying my personality? My current personality? What for? I don't want to look at it. Wow, a lot of people check. Interesting. I don't know. It feels disingenuous to the point of the game. I think it'll impact my decision making if I do that. Doctor's Diary 2 obtained? How do I read that? Which button is inventory? How do I open my inventory? I want to read. Hey! What's my inventory key? That's the doctor's diary. Oh, I found it. Written in the doctor's handwriting. A diary? It's tattered and parts are unreadable. Someone, anyone will do maybe? I want... No, not my fault. How can I clear? Wow, that is so hard to parse anything from. Anyone will do. I want someone to know that it's not my fault. But how can I be more clear maybe? I don't know. Doctor's letter? Was it premeditated that the doctor died? Like it wasn't an accident? First, let me apologize for dying and leaving you behind, but it's all right. I prepared a little something so we can keep our promise. Though, of course, I'll need your cooperation. To regenerate me, I want you to care for the sheep. Oh, and also be sure to live in the meantime. Well then, let's meet in 100 years. Oh, that's what the sheep were for. I remember, but there's not time. I only have 16 or 15% left. There's no way I can care for the sheep in this little time. I don't even remember where they are. Oh, no. Well, I ought to try, right? There's a sheep on the box image here. Scrap. Okay. I just really don't remember where the sheep were at. I should probably use an action to sell. I don't have that much time. Do you sell a key? No, you sell a ladder. Oh, I remember this scene was kind of messed up. Here's where the girl with the sheep are. Inori, hello. What should I do? I'm led to believe you act freely as you please. That must be per the doctor's desires. However, I have a request if you would accept. Yes. Please touch some sheep and come back. Specifically, the sheep other than those here. I believe there should be 3 or so out there. If you find them, I'll give you coins. I don't have time, but I'll say yes. I'm sorry, I won't be able to fulfill your wish, but I'll try. There's one. Whoa. Kibo. I'm the helper type model. Kibo. I thought you might have troubles, so I fired myself out. Is that so? Are you alright? You fell head first. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. Sorry, I thought you might be having trouble. I wondered if I should give you something the doctor left. The doctor? Yes, please pick one. Coins or movement speed or affection. I want affection. I don't have time to get anywhere anyway. I guess I'll accept a bit of affection. Just a bit? Yeah. Is that so? Right, well, pardon me then. A zipper? A kiss? Thanks. Well then, I'll take my leave. She exploded. That's cute. I managed to touch 2 sheep, but the game is about to end. I might as well end with a prayer. Would a human pray here? Donate 5. I mean, the game's about to be over anyway. I might as well. 2 bows, 2 claps, 1 bow. Okay. Test reached 100%. Please choose your final action. I guess pray again. Just pray for a good outcome. There's nothing else to do. Two bows, 2 claps, 1 bow. I'll add an offering. I'll ring it twice this time. Oh, I get to choose 1 more action, but there's nothing to do. Because leaving is also an action. I guess I'll take a flower on my way out. just felt right. Test complete. Ending game. It was interesting to kind of cut myself short a little bit that time around by not accepting the extra 50%. Let's see what we get. Ooh. What was I? That's right. The doctor. Did control mode terminate? Why in the world? Ugh, damn it. Not much energy left. There's still things I have to do. I want to fulfill my promise to the doctor. There's no time. I have to take out the sheep. Wait for me, doctor. I have to take out the sheep? What? What is she doing? Why are we killing the sheep? What are you planning to do to the sheep? I'm going to destroy them. That is a difficult thing for me to allow. It's to keep my promise to the doctor. Please, let me do it. Whatever your reasons, I have my own mission. The mission of protecting these sheep. As such, if you would destroy them, I will destroy you. Oh, it's the boss fight. I forgot about this. Though not in control mode, you can still help just a little. Commands will appear based on the personality installed in her. Use them well to lead her to victory. Interesting. Persuasion doesn't seem likely to be effective to me. Let's boost my attack stat. She does 10 damage. Can tank a decent amount. How much do I do back? Kind of the same amount. Can I win by fighting fair? I do have an HP recovery tool. I can try that maybe next turn. Take another attack boost. Heal? Oh, that doesn't heal much. Foolish, you can't beat me. I'm doing a lot of damage. I think I might outrun her. That's how it looks anyway. I did it. I beat her. It can't be. Why? 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 Boom! Now, at last, the doctor's promise. I'm at the limits of my energy. Please hold on. I'm coming. I'll be there soon, doctor. Aww. Clergy. I think that's the same one I got last time. How would a human express this feeling? The doctor, perhaps, wouldn't say something so banal as, I'm lonely. I understand this act can bring no benefit, but if it can let me feel just slightly the doctor's warmth, that's what's motivating me. May this empty feeling be filled in, if only a little. Game clear. Hey, well done clearing the game. I was able to collect some new data, though this experiment still ended in failure. I want to let her keep living. Do machines lack that mindset? The moment their warden's gone, a defect. No, sorry. My selfish circumstances are no concern of yours. You're indulging my experiments in this ending world. Rather than complain, I should thank your cooperation. Thank you. I think a bit better of humans now. Now then, let's try exporting your personality from the log, shall we? The log shows what % of subjects did the same act. You should look through it if you're interested. Well then, I'll excuse myself. Thank you, and have a good ending. That's such a cool ending line. Thank you and have a good ending. That's sick. Didn't delay progress of tests. Okay, so 2 and 3 people choose to delay. I mean, I chose to delay the first time I played. Only 11% of people finish after 60 minutes. Is that to say that they finish faster or shorter? I don't know. During the divination, touch the crystal at the same time all 3 times. Okay, well, you gotta do that. It's just natural. Continue down the coast. Walked far down the coast. Wow, 59% of people who go to the coast walk far? Wait, that's cool. I wouldn't have thought that that would be a majority. Didn't hesitate when deciding name. Didn't hesitate to finish sheep painting game. Didn't hesitate buying from Mishmash. Okay, lots of not hesitating. Lots of answering dialogue quickly. Sneakers only 8%. Interesting. Oh, I guess most of the time you just don't have enough money. Wow, 11% of people don't check the grave at the start. That's more than I would have thought. I mean, still most people, but 1 in 10 won't. That's crazy. Press the OK button on game end pop-up? You cannot do that. Interesting. Never touched the... Oh, you can touch the photo? There's so much stuff. Final action. Wow, almost 10% of people ended the game by picking up a flower. I mean, it really is like a very poetic way to go out, though. I like it. I don't regret it at all. Only 8% asked Inori, what should I do? Interesting. Ask for water at cafe is 1%. Only 8,000 of 500,000 people choose to ask for water at the cafe, and I'm one of them. This is why the Twi Wawa emote exists, okay? It's not performative. I really am about that water drinking life, bro. It's a lifestyle. I like that half of people choose to meow at the cat. That's cute. Oh, we're through. Let's see. Complete. The clergy. I believe this is the same one that I got last time, I'm pretty sure. Even characters are alive, a deeply gentle soul who offers a hand when someone is in need. I really do try to. Whenever I have the capacity to help someone, I think there's no reason not to do that. The world is just better when you do that. Clergy have morals based in compassion. You likely act on feelings of sympathy without hesitation, even if you clearly stand to gain nothing. You might offer help to the needy and work to just put a little more happiness in the world, and you might fully lend an ear to anyone who isn't getting what they deserve. The world would be a lonelier place without people like you. Aww. That's reaffirming. It's very reaffirming to read. Traveler. Flexible sort who does as others do and also tries to approach things not tried before. I mean, yeah, I like to think of myself as very explorative. Travelers like change and are enthused about living flexibly. You opt for new experiences, ideas, and choices and can cope with any changes. You might tend not to feel stressed by change, or avoid having the same meal 2 days in a row. Okay, well that's just not true. I'm very autistic about food, so I'm probably on like a year-long streak of eating the same meal every day. Maybe not quite, but you know, if you account for missing a couple days, probably. You can give things up part way and adapt to your environment. That flexibility lets you thrive in any circumstances. That's interesting. And then the tertiary one it gave me is judge. A justice-seeking sort who values rules and order so as to be a role model for others. This is interesting. Let me read more about this. Judges' morals are based on what they should protect. You can put law and order ahead of your own feelings and gains, making you an important protector. You might abide with something, even if it's disadvantageous or seems irrational. You also know that everything has laws governing it. This personality may just make you stronger, and some others will accept it. Interesting. See, this is a weird one to me, because I think I have a very strong moral and ethical compass. And I do think very deeply about values. And I have a strong sense of justice for people, that, you know, you deserve certain things and you don't deserve to experience other certain things. And I like to do what I can to sort of validate and encourage those things, but I also don't like to impose on other people too strongly with my own value systems, right? I think that having systems for things and deeply considering your opinions on stuff like this is important, but I also think it's important to keep an open heart and open mind and not be too imposing on other people with it. It's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed this type, but I can kind of see from like a more internal standpoint how I could end up with it. Now, the one thing I want to see, I know there's an unlock that comes after you do your second playthrough that I'll get to see now, finally. Welcome back, Chandra. I will be ending very shortly, but I'm just going to check this out first. Well done clearing the game. With this, you have identified a hidden personality of yours. If you want to check it, please do so via the disc or the menu. Also, if you wish to compare with others, make use of the scales. As long as you know their ID, you can compare with whoever you like. You can also compare with someone at random. Last is your most distant personality. Play once more and you should know it in full. Interesting. That would be cool. We'll definitely play through again at some point, but let's take a look. Personality. Most representative, additional, hidden personality is also clergy. I just got... Well, it's not very hidden if it's also my most representative, is it then? Oh, but like, look at this. Look at this, like, pentagonal graph of my values, though. Moral maxing, passion maxing, judgment maxing, and then methods and daring are lower. Oh my, morals 99. I'm so wholesome, guys. Wait, I got 99 for morals. I'm such a pure soul. Oh my god. Wait, that's so sweet. Passion is lower than I would have thought. Judgment over passion seems odd to me. I don't know if I agree with that, but interesting. There's more to see once I get my third clear. What happens if I look at the compare tool? Compare with many others. Can I just get randoms? Compare with random. So this is some random other person. They were a collector, traveler, and butler. With samurai and the most distant being philosopher. Wow, this guy does not think. He just pick up cool shiny stuff. Different action. I wonder. What kind of stuff was the most different? So which side is mine? This side must be his, because or maybe this was me on my first playthrough. I don't know. Oh, this must be him, bro. Off a bench in 3 seconds and smoked a ciggy for 10? No way, that's me. Broke 12 pots. Dug 450 times. This guy was in the mines. Got his pickaxe swinging from side to side, bro. Sheesh. That's all. 450. That's insane. He didn't check the grave. He didn't check the grave first. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I remember. Oh my god. In my first playthrough, I ended by checking the grave as my final action. That's sick. Final action. Talked to someone, checked an item or fixture. That's fair. God, there's so much stuff in this game to do. I jumped off the roof 4 times? What was I doing, bro? I love this game. I love this game. I'm going to have to replay this sometime. Get my 3rd one in. Fill out the thing fully. But I think that's probably a good place for today. We got to know a lot about me and each other today, I think. I think we got to experience a lot. It was wonderful. And I hope that you guys had fun doing some different personality quizzes with me. We found out that I'm not as performative as Luz. Let's go. Pretty hype. I also, you know, doing MBTI again was interesting. I love doing Refine Self again. The Uma Musume one was like kind of accurate in a way that I wouldn't have expected from like a meme quiz like that. And the love language one was more or less what I expected, but it was fun. I haven't done this kind of stuff in a while. Let's go over to the outro screen briefly. Oh, I can't keep the music. I don't have the source set up. So I guess I'll turn back on the regular happy BGM for everybody. To go over the rest of the week's schedule for anybody who hasn't seen it already. We're going to be starting Pokemon Platinum tomorrow. I'm going to do a Nuzlocke. That's going to be fun. Been a while since I've done a little challenge run on a regular game. Just try it out. Have some fun. It was my first Pokemon game, and I never finished it. So I thought it would be fun to give it another shot. Have some fun with it. And then we're going to have a lot of community stuff over the weekend. Friday, we're bringing back board game night. I know last time, I think I did chess, Scrabble, and Settlers of Catan, all of which I love. We'll probably bring all those back. I might see if there's any other ones that I can set up simply. We're going to do some more of the community Minecraft server, which is up 24/7 for the rest of the month. So if any of you guys want to get a head start on that before Saturday, the IP is in the Discord or in the description of the Minecraft stream from last Sunday. And then on this Sunday, I'm going to be making a short cover on stream, just a little simple one. And we'll do some singing. We'll make some stuff. Pretty baller, pretty epic. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are. And I will see you again tomorrow for some Pokemon Platinum. Gonna be fun. Gonna be baller. Gonna be Poke Baller.